But yeah, so it was like, so my kid was watching YouTube, so I started watching more YouTube. And then I discovered his channel because it was like suggesting it. So I watched some of his, so yeah, like I got into, so I was like, oh, who's this guy? I don't know. And it wasn't like anything my kid was watching, but it was on there, suggestions.
Right.
After I went back on, I'm like, oh, what else is on here? I haven't explored this media, not that much of it. And, yeah, so then I found his channel, so I started watching that. It was really funny. It's just stupid crap. He's obviously got really great grammar, so he knows how to decipher whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can read it. It's obviously horrible, but yeah, it was near 100, the 100th episode, right? So it was like in the high 90s. So I watched a bunch of them. I kept watching it, whatever. Then they came out with 100 episodes, like the next week or whatever, right after I started watching it. And then he was kind of like at the end of the episode, which was actually pretty cool. That was a really funny episode. They were drinking it during it and all this stuff. And yeah, then it was like, oh, I don't know if we're going to do any more of these. And I was like, what? No, that sucks, man. I actually started getting into it. I started liking it. I watch other stuff. But it was one of the few things I looked for, like, oh, I'm going to watch another one of those episodes. I was going backwards on them, you know?
Right.
Because they're pretty funny. There's 100 of them. So you could binge watch or whatever.
Stay busy, yeah.
Yeah, and, but yeah, then he was talking about doing all this other stuff. And I watched a couple of the other things. I didn't really like them so much. But there's this other one I just recently found again, where, because I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll watch some of those again. So then I saw this other thing. I can't really know what what I was going to say was PewDiePie stole. So there's this thing he did. So I guess apparently, because I saw this show on him, actually, it was, I don't know, I watched one of those, and then the suggestion came up, like a history of, not Filthy Frank, but Frank's films. And it's, I guess he started like in 2006 or whatever. When YouTube was just started.
Just going,
basically. Yeah. I think it started in 2005, but he started, like, he was real early on it. And there was no trending, there was none of the stuff that like they currently have or whatever. It was just really early. And he just I don't know, he just wanted to make videos or whatever, right? I don't know if there was any money or whatever. But he just basically, I just want to make videos, so he started making videos. And his I think he's at 3.5 million on that channel. Like, it's not that really that high in comparison to some people.
Yeah.
That had just relatively started. Relatively recent, I mean, you know. But, anyway, so I saw this thing on there, but they had a thing, so there's at one point he's doing videos, and he was like, he has a sequence he does, like now I guess, I saw one of them that wasn't that old or nothing, so I don't know what's current exactly, but...
With Frank?
Yeah, Frank's Films, and it's like... because I'm completely out of my mind, I was mixing up in this little talk we had last night, mixing up Frank's Films, or Filthy Frank with Jacksfilms. So... It's supposed to be Jacksfilms when I was talking about that. So anyway, whatever. Like, basically there was like different types. He'll stick to a series of like, oh, let's stick to this one idea, and I'll do 200 videos.
Yeah.
For the same, you know, like that. Your grammar sucks.
Yeah.
Was that 100?
Ching.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because then you know what you're doing too. It's not like a random thing. You know. You go there for the show. You go there for you know what it's going to be.
Right.
But he had this other one, and basically, it was, so he was just like, he was trying to make a video, and he had no time to put the video together. He's like, he's really rushed, I guess, for the algorithm, or the time frame. They have a time frame to upload. So at the last minute, he's like, I mean, you have to have a following to pull this off, I would assume. At least enough people that want to comment to you.
Right.
But just like, I ask you something, and it's like, so it's like, yai or whatever. So like, yesterday I asked you this thing. And it's, again... So it's a process of basically feeding off YouTube itself. A lot of those guys do that. And so you really don't have to, like me, I got to make paintings. I got to make drawings and have the paintings set up, and at least in the main channel. Like, so, but they're just like, I'll make content. So it's like you feed off your own shit.
Yeah.
I'll get in there and I'll like, all the people who are commenting, that'll be the show, right? But he'll ask whatever, and then they get in there, and then it's like, but the thing that's catchy about it and what's interesting about it, it really kills, and that's why it can be millions of views in a sense, is it has the element of, like, bringing the audience in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just making videos, and I'll show that, and if they want to comment, well, that's cool. It's very early.
You don't go off of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very early. If there was a lot of people commenting, it was like, you know, and the only thing that gives me hope is in the sense of another tangent here, but there's a drawing with Yazzie channel, right? And it's like, that's drawing with Yazzie. I'm Yazzie, and he's drawing, right? And he has millions of followers, millions of subs, and like almost all his videos. He doesn't do one every day either, I don't think. Almost all his videos are like millions of views. So there is a possibility of doing art and having an art channel. But their whole thing, a lot of those top guys, is you got interaction with an audience.
Yeah.
It's more than just a TV. You're watching a TV channel or whatever. You see the program.
It's interactive, so
yeah, it's interactive, so a lot more than it would be. So, but Frank's Films is really like that. But he has this other one too that I just discovered. It's probably been around 100 years, because at least 2 years. It's like his girlfriend was in the 100 episode of Your Grammar Sucks.
Yeah.
But so she's like hot or whatever too, of course, right? But like him and his buddy, like his buddy is kind of dumb. No offense or whatever, but his buddy's kind of like out of it.
Right.
He's not as grammarly sound as Frank is. Frank's pretty smart and whatever, kind of quick and witty and stuff. And his girlfriend is like, she doesn't know sci-fi or anything like nerdy, but she's pretty smart too. But they had like the other set, like his friend and his girlfriend, or his chick or whatever, his girlfriend or whatever. And they were doing the 100th episode and they were drinking and stuff. So, but then they were like, oh, we're going to cut out the drinking for the future episodes and all this. I'm like, why? That was fun. That was good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they have this other one where they're talking and it's just them, it's just asking, ask Frank. Or Frank ask or whatever. Frank ask. So it's like Jackass.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point was, the whole point was like, basically PewDiePie was like, hey, we'll just do some bullshit. He already has his whole empire, but basically they named it something else, but it's basically like...
Same thing.
Yeah, whatever. You just asked... Yesterday I asked you.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that. So that's why I was talking this whole thing about that, to get to trending thing. So he's like, yesterday went to trending. So just push the likes. Come on, guys. Help me get this... So the more you like it, that element in the statistics or whatever, that goes to the trending blog or trending component.
Now.
Yeah. Because you got 1 million likes on the videos, not just, the views.
Yeah, or people turn search engines and that shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like each thing has its own thing, so you wonder what affects what, But, I mean, that's like big boy, that's the big top level guys shit, because they're like,
it's all about content, son.
X amount of, I got 8 million or up.
Yeah, right.
Or, 58 million, like, PewDiePie's like 58 million subs, so... you put video, but then it's only like 1 million views or 2 million. I'm only. Fuck it. If I can get 2 million views a video, that'd be shit. Something.
Shit, you get 50,000, 50K.
Yeah, well, 10,000 initially, right? I just get 10,000. That'd be. I consider that a home run, big time.
Mm-hmm. Watch the.
Oh, you can't say that. I'll have to delete that part.
Hit the sub button, hit the like button.
You can. It's against the rules.
Wow.
He didn't know.
I didn't know that. Subtract that last thing from the record.
I'll have to delete that. You can't say that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's against the rules.
Can you insert something like, like a sound effect?
You're not supposed to say that.
No shit.
It's against the rules.
See if you can add in a sound effect, like I was cussing, with the little cuss sound.
I don't know how to do that, though.
No?
Well, I need to learn it. I do need. That's basically all the stuff I've learned. It's like, okay, I'll just keep going the little process I got here.
Right.
Like, well, how do I do that? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Let me watch a YouTube video on my editor,
right.
And then figure out how to move a song to another part here or whatever. So that's they'll do they probably have like the really good editing program. I mean, mine's okay.
Yeah.
Well, like Ben's
he's in that movie shit probably.
Yeah, well, it's probably what Ben's talking. Ben's talking about. It's
What's up with him?
I mean,
good. It's good. It's kosher.